guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in Smackdown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Lars.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, little notify bell next to it. Just make sure you're always getting your Going In Raw notifications. We're also available in the audio realm on CastBox. We have a fantastic new partnership with them.
Are you auditioning
Be
to
sure.
replace the Micro Machine guy?
Nobody can replace the Micro Machines guy. You know they do that. You know how on the radio, because you listen to plenty of radio. On your way here, you usually listen to like Bomani, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not broadcaster
Oh, it's a podcast
locally.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast now.
A lot of times nowadays with the radio ads, they I think they've been doing this for a while, but I just sort of noticed the other day it's ridiculous when they do the fine print for an audio ad. You know the
the
disclosures.
Yeah, they just go right through it.
Well, they like technically mess with it so that it's not just a fast guy now. They mess with us. Like, you literally cannot understand what he says. It's weird.
It shouldn't be legal.
Radio's weird. Why is that still a thing? Anyways.
Oh, the radio's great.
I love the radio, but it's really weird. It's not like internet or anything. It's just like over the airwaves and stuff. A little weird.
What do you think Wi-Fi is?
Yeah, it's over the airwaves, but it's internet. So it's not radio. Radio's weird. It's not like national. It's local. You have to have like
what I'm saying is, how do you think Wi-Fi is? It's waves. It's not.
Yeah, it's different. That's not radio waves.
No,
though.
but they're waves.
That's different waves.
I mean,
you're thinking of
this
internet.
light.
You're
These are waves. Why is this light so close?
I don't know. What are you talking about? Where are you going? Where are you going? We're in the middle of a show. It'll make no difference whatsoever. You're crazy. Can't just ditch me like that, man.
It makes a difference to me.
What the heck? Anyways. So yeah, we're available there through the radio waves. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Today is during post show Yay or Nay is amazing, right? It's going really, really well.
Depends on the day.
I think.
What's today? Lava Day?
No, today's Backyard Wrestling Day. We're gonna watch some Backyard Wrestling on post show Yay or Nay.
Could be good
because there's a really cool dog that I noticed in this particular Backyard Wrestling Club. So post show Yay or Nay for the patrons only after this show. It's also, I believe, Tournament of Champions for chat trivia.
Oh, we haven't advertised that at all.
We did. We advertised it last week.
But we didn't do a reminder on the Patreon.
Well, that doesn't matter.
All right. Hopefully everybody's
Whoever's
here.
there is going to be, nobody's going to like say, oh, I got to call in sick from work to be there for Tournament of Champions. Nobody's going to do that. So I think we're good. Tournament of Champions today.
All right.
If you've been paying attention in the Patreon post show, you know it's Tournament of Champions Day. Anyways, and then of
You're
course,
trying to reward loyalty.
well, I just want to get it over with so we can open up the floor. You were the one who was always about opening up the floor to everybody.
But after the whole year, I want to see it through for an entire year.
Too many people can't even participate now.
No, I understand.
So
that.
it's done. It's done. Tournament of Champions Day. That's it. Let's see here. Oscar Silva here in chat said getting high as F. A couple people have been talking about getting high.
Yeah.
Who is it? Trey Saunders? Was he talking about getting high and then going to work?
He left a super chat to that extent, yes.
Yeah. So there's that. And then we're also available on the Pro Wrestling Tees at prowrestlingtees.com. Quick shout out to Garrett Quirk. Was it Quirk? Mm-hmm. We totally forgot to do your Slayus print. It's literally there right now.
Yeah, it's going out today.
We've signed it. I added some extra stickers. Apologies. You ordered a Slayus print like over a month ago. That was the last order, I think, that we we totally slipped through the cracks somehow. For some reason, I marked it as shipped. My bad. Now you're getting some other stickers. So apologies for that. We had a shout out.
Yeah.
Because I give shout out.
Yeah, no, not everybody gets that.
Then we're also... Pro Wrestling Tees.com. How's that Chill Roman design?
We talked about it
coming
beforehand. I'm trying to decide how chill to be with it.
Should I show everybody the Chicago?
I mean, if it's finalized, I guess you could.
Yeah, I'm about to pull the trigger on ordering it.
And then we're going to do what we talked about in advance of All In, right?
And then we're going to have a flash sale once they come in. If people want to wear it, either to All In, to StarCast, if they want to get it in advance, we're going to have a 24-hour flash sale once these come in.
Yes.
In a couple weeks. or if they want to wear it while they're watching the show also, because, we're not going to check if they're in the Illinois area or Chicago. A lot of people are flying in for this. We're not going to vet them to make sure they're going to be at the show. We're just going to offer it for 24 hours for people who want the shirt in advance.
Buy the shirt can buy the shirt.
Otherwise, but here, I'll show them the shirt if I can find it. Chicago shirt JPEG. This might be it. This is kind of it. This is kind of
still
it.
With
it still has the little bullet point on it.
Oh, then just wait till you have the final image, because I want people to see it and think, oh, that's great, but this thing's here, I don't like it.
But
and then come to realize that that's not going to be on there.
Well, if they're paying attention right now, they'll know that it's not going to be on there.
People forget things, man.
I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do it. See if it works. There it is. There's our official. Okay, see that little 10 down there? That's not going to be there. The thing that's right there, that's not going to be there. But there's the Chicago shirt. See, it's got our name going in Raw on it. It has our name, Steven Larson. The number 18, which is meant to symbolize the year 2018. Because if we do this, is like if StarCast is an annual thing, and if it goes off well, then next year there'll be a 19, and then a 20, and then a 21.
Yeah, that's how numbers work.
And then a 22.
And then 23.
And then we're going to skip 23 because some tragedy will happen. And then we'll be back strong in 24. Maybe without one of us. Because in the year 2023, one of us might die. That's what I'm thinking. So anyways, there it is. It'll be available in a couple weeks. And we'll do a new packet for it. We'll do some stickers too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Man, a lot of people are high here. Andrew Paquette.
Well, let's get through these.
I've never been high. Oh, he says I've never been high. Andrew Sharp, never been high.
Super chat so we can talk about SmackDown.
Now we're getting some teetotalers in here.
Oh.
Some prohibitionists.
Oh, all right. Tom Fox, $2. Duty calls at work as per usual. Here's my money. Thank you, Tom Fox.
Hey-o.
Trey Saunders, $2. Stoned as always right before heading to work. Real. Trey Saunders, $5. I'm going to Raw on September 3rd. I want to potentially make a Going in Raw sign. How would I get logos and whatnot of your stuff to show support? Are the giant heads available for download somewhere?
So they're not out in the ether, but if you DM me on Twitter at MFSteve here, I will just email you. I've emailed quite a few friendos that, all the faces that you see at the shows, I will email them. I would like to establish some sort of hub, to do so. But no idea. No idea.
The Universal Jones, $2. Hey, friendos. Shag, marry, and fire the New Day. Shag, Biggie, marry Xavier Woods. Sorry, Kofi.
Sorry, Kofi. You are fired.
That's tough, though.
He's old, man. He's old. So that,
what about you?
That makes sense. Huh?
What about you?
Same as you.
All right.
Yeah. No, those are the obvious ones.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, totally.
All right.
Come on now. Xavier Woods, smart. You want to marry somebody smart,
Well, I think all three of them are really smart.
Yeah, but he's like a PhD or whatever. That's next level, right? And then Big E, funny, fun, fluffy. That's what you want.
Yeah.
And then Kofi, not a lot going on there. Just in terms of it's a funny guy probably.
Yeah. I thought his interview last night was pretty funny.
Good guy.
Yeah. Seems like a great guy.
Yeah. But compared to the other two, no thanks.
Where was I? Dylan, $3. Should Murphy win the Cruiserweight title at Super Showdown?
Murphy.
No, Mustafa Ali needs to win that belt first.
Yeah, Super Showdown. It's Buddy Murphy's
Have him
backyard.
be in the match, but no, I don't think he's going to win.
No, Super Showdown is going to be so non-canon. Like those fake WrestleManias they've been rumored to be having.
I don't know, man.
Non-canon.
I don't know, man.
Zero canon in that.
Ollie W, $2. R-Truth equals the GOAT of comedy wrestlers. He's pretty funny. Grant Gill, $20. Thank you very much. Do you think Roman Reigns will surpass Brock Lesnar's reign of Universal Champion? If not, who do you guys think would in the future? I don't think it's going to be I don't think there's much of a chance of Reigns eclipsing Brock's reign.
No, me neither. Brock is special. Roman is,
as Vince
not.
likes to say, an attraction.
Yeah, but he's like super attraction. I feel like Roman's a bit more down to earth. So no, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No. Josh Rush, $5. Yo, Steven Larson. I lost my play. Yo, super chat from Indiana, representing the Indiana, Ohio friendos. Thank you, Josh. Jonathan, $2. Should internet/network title be a thing in WWE? Network title for sure. I think that'd be great.
Internet title
or network title?
Yeah, no internet title.
But
Network title would be great. Yeah.
One more from Tommy Cat, $5. Day off, stoned at the bar, drinking Allagash White and waiting for the Phillies in 30 minutes. He says, Walter for H, Friendo Road to 5,000, Chop Mayhem. Those are all hashtags.
Yeah, someone needs to start like a GoFundMe or a crowd fund.
Universal Jones with a new challenge.
Oh, no. Is that the next one?
No, there's a few left, but we can skip ahead to that one.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
One. Oh, man. Universal Jones, $2. He says, too easy? Fine. Challenge accepted. Shag, marry, fire, Ryback, Kaz, Enzo. Well, definitely not Shag, Enzo.
No. Fire Enzo.
Fire Enzo. Fire Kaz. Fire Ryback.
Yeah.
Fire them all.
That's the only right answer.
Fire them all.
That's the only right answer.
Winemaker 2.0, £5. Watching you wankers with wine. Keep talking bollocks, you snags. I don't know what any of that means, so if it was offensive, I apologize.
Let's start talking about SmackDown now.
All right, let's talk about SmackDown Live.
So the show opened up with Randall.
Hold on,
what?
in a nutshell.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was kind of all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm burnt out. The main event was fire. Ooh, that main event was fantastic.
Yeah, a ton of time. Both teams put on excellent performances. Yes, that was
a lot of
fantastic
talking,
stuff.
though. Randy Orton talked. AJ Styles talked.
There was
Smojo
a
laughed.
lot. There was a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Especially this first hour, I felt like it was majority talking.
Yeah.
Because it opened up with an extended Randall Orton promo. So they're taking a two-pronged approach, turning him heel.
That sounds like a business presentation.
It really is. Synergy.
Yeah.
Randy
Orton is looking.
Randy Orton showing the new paradigm of his heel character.
He's looking to diversify his revenue streams.
Yes, diversify his characteristics as a wrestling performer.
Yeah.
So there's two tacks they're taking. One, as former legend killer, he is now kind of like veteran legend killer, where he's going to knock all the legends off the pedestal, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Because I get that motivation. You know, he's saying all these wrestlers, and this primarily Jeff Hardy for him, I guess, have been built up to basically superheroes, and he wants to knock them down a couple pegs.
Yeah.
That's fine. I get that. That's pretty simple. But then he more or less says that's motivated by a lack of respect that everybody has for him, which frankly is BS. The reason that Randy Orton gets the legacy pop is because the crowd respects what he's done in the industry.
Has Randy Orton, maybe it's this, because you mentioned that briefly before the camera started rolling, because I asked you, what did he say, because I forgot. I had sort of half paid attention.
It was a good promo, though.
And
just the respect stuff I don't buy.
Maybe he started listening to podcasts, because I feel like dudes like us, we respect Randy Orton. We respect the hell out of him. And in fact, when he's like now, I find him vaguely interesting.
Yeah.
When he's boring, but our default with Randy Orton is always
boring face Randy Orton.
Boring face Randy Orton. When they don't really do anything interesting with him, that's what we get. We saw the pinnacle of that was when he won the WWE Championship against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 2 years ago. So maybe he's referring to the
internet wrestling community.
The internet intelligentsia.
Well, I mean, that's a very, 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 I feel like, small portion of the audience he's directing that.
What was that famous French?
Angered.
The famous French film zine thing? The magazine.
Oh, Cachet du Cinema.
Cachet du Cinema. Maybe we're that to him, and he wants respect on a critical level, not the mass. I drop an RKO and everybody pops.
Here's the thing about the French New Wave. They had a great amount of respect for mainstream filmmakers.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
Okay.
Like they loved Hitchcock.
Yeah,
and he was a mainstream filmmaker.
Things were different back then, though, man. Mainstream filmmaking was actually pretty decent for the most part back then.
I know.
Of course, I didn't like Hitchcock.
I'm just saying. It wasn't like they were watching exclusively Italian neo-realist films.
Yeah.
They were watching Hollywood productions, major Hollywood productions.
What do you think? How do you think they would have felt about the Italian cannibal genre?
Well, I mean, depends on the craft.
Anyways, let's get back to Randy Orton.
If they really reveled in the cinematics of making the movie,
yeah.
Although the animal stuff,
probably not.
No,
yeah, probably not.
No, not that stuff.
Not the animal stuff.
No.
Some of the makeup work, some of the gore graphics.
Oh, especially for the Italian zombie movies, man.
Holy moly, those guys could really put together some gore.
Like you ever seen Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah.
It's in that sense.
Don't watch that movie, by the way.
It's messed up.
Especially if you like turtles.
Yeah, it's really messed
Yeah.
up.
Anyways,
but the gore in that,
Yeah, let's talk about Randy Orton now.
Yeah.
So maybe he wants critical acclaim and not just, hey, I'm dropping RKOs and my music immediately has this Pavlovian effect on people.
Well, here's the other thing too: is last week we saw him tease RKO and not deliver, which was great because I feel like if they really want to get him over as a heel, he can't RKO people anymore. They got to stop that. But then he concluded his promo by saying, you call me this, you call me that, but you have to call me by the 3 most dangerous letters or initials in sports entertainment, RKO.
Yeah.
But, the crowd said RK, and then when they're saying, oh, he threw the microphone down.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're doing with that. It's just the respect thing I don't buy. I mean, I'm guessing, you hear the story about Chris Jericho coming to his defense, Orton's defense, after Lesnar busted him open because he thought Lesnar had gone too far. That's all about respect.
Yeah, man, Jericho loves
I just don't buy that. I just don't buy that.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't know what was going on, just listening to the crowd responding. The crowd response he got last night was still mixed.
It's the easy way out for too many heels, I think, is part of your point
I know.
because so many people do that. I mean, we saw Hideo Itami, that's his basic thing, right? Ever since he got to 205, ever since he became a heel, it's been respect me. Every heel goes to that sort of, the crowd doesn't respect me, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I know. And just feels like he's got the thing where he's going after these legends and kind of like he said he erased Jeff Hardy. That's interesting. And his motivation, if it was deeper than just respect, could be really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Like if he had said, hey, I'm not. He did mention to someone last night, saying, hey, I'm the youngest champion ever, youngest world champion ever. I've won the world championship 13 times. Now, if he'd said something along the lines of, and yet there's all these people here that you've built up to basically superheroes.
Yeah.
And not me.
Yeah.
Therefore, then it's not really strictly about respect. It's more about, because Randy Orton's more or less always been a really relatively grounded character.
Yeah.
And just focus it more on that as opposed to no one here respects me, which is absolute BS.
Yeah. It's sort of, it's kind of par for the course a little bit with Randy Orton in general, in that you want a little bit more. You want something unique. Yeah, and he's been around so long, and he's done so much, and he's done a lot of really, really cool stuff. It's like I understand how it might be difficult to have him do something new.
Well, I think the idea that they're kind of pivoting on one of his previous characters to give him some depth now is interesting.
Yeah,
they just seem to have grounded it into something
that doesn't seem very realistic.
Yeah, and that's cliche at this point.
No, I hear you.
And it's just not fully connecting. And now, again, if he just said, I'm going to go out and tear down all these legends and make myself Ultimate Legend, cool.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Thebar was backstage. They, of course, had their main event bout with the New Day coming up later. Becky Lynch and Charlotte were backstage.
Acting like they hadn't talked the week in between, even though they did a Twitter video calling out the Iconics.
Yeah, I'm sort of over, I was literally thinking about that last night when it was happening. I was like, oh, they're going to do the thing where they act like they haven't talked all week, even though on social media you see them all over the place with each other. I don't really, it's like, okay, but not everybody, you shouldn't have to be on Twitter to understand that stuff. I'm totally fine with it. They walk up to each other. Maybe once they clock out, there no conversations had about work.
Could be.
They just talk about personal stuff.
Could be.
So anyways, they were saying Charlotte was approaching Becky Lynch saying, hey, I didn't mean to get mixed up into your shit, but Paige approached me and I had this opportunity. You know me, I'm a competitor.
Yeah.
And Becky Lynch was like, tranquilo, everything's cool. It was kind of a bummer, but I was happy for you. So things are very complex in my emotional state right now. And, in the meantime, let's go beat up the Iconics. We got this match. They're super happy about that.
They did their tea
time thing. All very happy.
Yes.
So everything's good. That led to their match. Becky Lynch and Charlotte versus the Iconics. Carmella was on commentary, of course, fielding questions from commentary about Charlotte being added to the match. She's not huge on that.
No,
the Iconics came out.
She wasn't huge on that at all.
Yeah, the Iconics came out. They had microphones. I
They did
think
a
at this
promo.
point Lacey called me, so I didn't hear what they said.
Oh.
And I was not sad about that because whenever they're on the mics,
It wasn't terrible,
okay.
but then the crowd started chanting boring.
Oh, then it was bad.
I didn't think it was.
You and I give them license. We give them
No.
leeway.
In previous weeks, it's not been good. This seemed more focused. I'm not saying it was great.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't think it was terrible.
Yeah.
But they haven't managed to engender enough goodwill with the audience to be given the benefit of the doubt, I don't think.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Anyways, they had a match. It was a fun match.
Yeah.
I wonder. I really hope that when they do this tag team thing, it's a tournament.
Oh, and definitely, hopefully it's by brand.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to be Sasha and Bailey versus Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
I hope
and
so.
Carmella's definitely retaining at SummerSlam.
Oh, you think that's going to be the case? Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the case. I really loved the initial scenario, though. Carmella retaining makes me sad, but
Hold on. I've heard rumors that Asuka might be added to the match. So I guess Asuka could win.
added to what match?
The SummerSlam match.
How much time is there left?
I know.
Where is she
She
even?
wasn't on TV this week.
Oh,
I think it was on
man.
Cage Side Seats or something. I read.
They better get on that. So anyways, Peyton Royce ends up tapping out to the figure 8. So, of course, Becky and Charlotte get to celebrate,
Yeah.
but not for long.
Yeah. Decent enough match.
Yeah. New Day interview.
Yeah. Next New Day interview. At first, Renee Young is doing the interviewing, and then Kofi puts on. He's wearing a suit, puts on a blonde wig, and he proceeds to take over the interview.
Yeah.
Interviews Big E and Xavier Woods. Funny stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
These guys are great.
They're hilarious. I love them all. I think they're great. Marry them all. How about that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No fires.
No.
No
Mary,
shags.
Mary, Mary.
Mary, Mary, and Mary.
Mary, Mary, and Mary. Mary all New Day.
Exactly, yeah. So this is good stuff. After that, we had The Miz up on the set of Miz and Mrs., which should theoretically just be his home.
Yeah, I know. There's that. And also that painting was there again. Did you notice that? The seascape from last week and from Monday Night Raw behind Heyman. And from the same picture that Heyman and Lesnar were staring at. It's been on TV every time since that episode of Raw.
I think
Ross
yeah.
from Cultaholic noticed it
he pointed
on
out
Monday
too. Yeah.
on Raw.
Yeah.
And then it was pointed out on Twitter again last night during SmackDown.
Yeah.
That's going to be an
eggs.
Easter egg going forward, and I love it.
Easter eggs.
I love it until it gets
great.
destroyed.
What yeah. There's got to be a story behind that. Wouldn't it be awesome? Man, wouldn't it be so great if the WWE started inserting Easter eggs, like weird things like that had their own little sub-stories, like Lost? Why can't they take a page out of Lost, where every little symbol or every little thing in every little episode, you're like, ooh, does that have significance?
But 90% of the time, it didn't. They were just trying to be evocative.
No, they had some really cool.
No, there was.
I mean, most of it was fanfic on Reddit.
Yes.
But that's half the time that I consider
But I'm
that kind of
saying
stuff
in the
canon
show,
anyways.
on the show, about 90% of the stuff they referenced was never resolved.
Nah, man, it was great. What's another show that had that kind of stuff? I'm trying to think. There's another obvious one.
The first season of Lost is fantastic.
The first couple, everything until the last episode is fantastic. Yeah, man, they started like inching towards like alternate universe stuff, and then it just ended up being purgatory in the end. Oh, that was
Well, I
terrible.
think that's what it was always going to be.
Well, no, originally it was supposed to be purgatory, but in the end, that alternate universe ended up being purgatory.
No, I know.
And that was dumb. That
I
was
know.
super
What
dumb.
I'm saying is I think that was the whole point of the show. I don't think it was ever supposed to be alternate universe stuff. I think it was always in the end going to be, from the very beginning, they conceptualized the island as being purgatory.
Yeah,
and
but
I
then
think
they
people,
strayed away from that.
because I think people caught on to it pretty quick.
Because it was fairly obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that smoke monster. That was cool.
Yeah, that was
like the scientific stuff. I thought was fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of stuff that happened that,
Did you watch the whole series? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Let's see
like
here.
the first season was really good, and then 2 of the middle seasons were pretty good. Otherwise, I thought the rest of it was kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, season 4 and 5 are really good because that's when they started. Like the one where the Scottish dude and his girlfriend.
Oh,
hooked back?
Desmond?
Yeah, Desmond.
Oh, yeah, their whole
and
storyline
Penny.
was great. Yeah.
Their whole storyline, that could have been it. That could have been it. It was great. Like their reunion was great. Anyways, The Miz accepting Daniel Bryan's challenge.
Yeah, that was weird how at first he said no on Twitter, and then he's on the set of his show, which is quite obviously somewhere backstage,
Yeah.
and then says yes
Yeah.
because negotiations have happened. Why not just say yes to begin with?
Well,
this-
he had
is
to
this
go
some
through
at-
negotiations.
Is
He
this
had to
some
make
attempt
sure.
at mind games? Is that what the intention is supposed to be?
Sure. Yeah. Why not? And negotiations. We've said no to things, and then we'll say yes to them after negotiations. We've done that before. I know what that's like. Next up, we had
Becky and Charlotte backstage.
So yeah,
post victory.
They were celebrating. They were happy, but then Becky Lynch had to bring it down. Man, Charlotte was like, "Ooh, that was fun," and she says, "Yeah, it was fun. It's not going to be so fun at SummerSlam. We got to worry about that coming up. We're going to have to fight each other. I'll have to punch your face." And Charlotte was like,
She tried to bring the levity back, and then Becky had mean face.
"Womp womp," and then they did a tea, but it was a very standoffish tea.
Yeah, tentative tea.
And the camera held way too long on that.
Yeah.
That's my pet peeve. Isn't necessarily we're supposed to expect them having not talked for a week, but when the conversation is so unnatural that it leads to them standing there staring at each other. How often do you and I have a conversation that ends with us staring at each other?
Never.
Usually, if things get awkward, we look away from each other.
Or just get up and leave. Say, I'm gonna go get some coffee, or I'm gonna go to the bathroom or something.
Did you expect me not to go with you this morning to get coffee? Was things awkward?
No, I
Things
didn't
were
wanna
fine
get-
this morning.
Yeah, they were okay. I'm just feel a little off this week. I don't
They
know
were
why.
just okay.
Yeah, they were fine.
Feel nervous?
No, I don't feel
Would you
nervous.
like a hug?
No.
Give you a hug. Do you like the new shirt, the Chicago shirt?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a good looking shirt. Anyway.
I said I just felt a little off this week. I don't know why.
Uh-oh. Maybe you're going to die in 2023.
Still a long ways away.
Moving on.
Next, AJ Styles promo. I thought he did a great job with this. So he addressed Samoa Joe's criticism, allegations last week that he was a bad father, bad husband.
Yeah.
And he admitted that, yes, he has to make sacrifices because of his job. He's missed birthdays.
Yeah, man.
He's missed anniversaries. But he says that's what, as a man, as a parent, as an adult, you got to do sometimes to support your family.
Sure.
And then Samoa Joe was backstage watching all of it with
A shiner.
kind of laughing.
Yeah, well, yeah. He was watching at the very end. He started like belly laughing, basically.
Yeah.
It was very nefarious.
Yeah. But I thought AJ's delivery was really good. It was very relatable.
Oh, dude, he's the most like he's like a good-looking Von Erich, like that old school. Just keep it real.
Well, he's got a bit more charisma than
Southern type. Well, that's what. Yeah, I'm sorry. Good-looking / charismatic Von Erich, because those dudes, like they were like early late 70s Texas good-looking, but like real world they really weren't. They were kind of ugmos, and they're black holes of charisma too. You ever see a Kerry Von Erich promo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! If you ever have problems sleeping,
just watch that, huh?
just watch that. You just fall asleep.
Goodness.
Fantastic. Dude could wrestle without a foot. He was awesome.
Yeah.
But man, whoo.
AJ, on the other
sleep.
hand, though.
Oh, I love AJ.
He's got charisma for
I
days.
want to know what that guy's talking about.
Yeah.
Man, tell me more about, how you're not a very good father, but it's necessary because of the hustle.
Yeah.
That's great stuff. That's deep. Then Samoa Joe, villain. Let's talk about that match real quick.
Yeah.
We built up in our heads.
Oh, AJ
such
Nakamura?
anticipation for AJ Nakamura.
I kind of felt like, I don't know. I feel like I tempered my expectations a bit knowing it was in WWE. Like I was hoping we'd have something really good.
Yeah.
But also knowing it was WWE, they weren't going to do what they did in the Wrestle Kingdom match. So I didn't necessarily think it was fair to make that comparison.
Should we stop expecting really good matches from dream matchups? That sucks.
No.
That sucks
It's
because
all
we
the-
do. Yes, we do. Of course we do.
It's all dependent on the story they're trying to tell, because I kind of feel like they purposely made the WrestleMania match between AJ and Nakamura not that great, not to overshadow the heel turn.
Yeah.
And then the subsequent matches were better. Their last man standing match was pretty good.
WWE, why is it on the main roster? There can never really be an iconic match anymore
I don't know.
because there never.
Here's part of the problem. I feel like sometimes in New Japan, the story being told, it will be informed by stuff going on outside the ring, but by and large, the story being told during matches is what's going on in the ring.
Sure.
Whereas in WWE, I feel like they focus just as much, maybe, on the exterior stuff
Yeah.
during the course of the match, not just how the strategy someone is employing to win a match.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
I have lower expectations.
And also, you like the first time Nakamura did the dick punch thing, that's cool.
Yeah.
But that was just kind of like his whole strategy was finding an opening to hit someone in their front area.
Yeah.
And when that's the entirety of one strategy, it limits the stories you can tell.
A lot of his character work was really good, and it still is Nakamura.
Yeah. I thought his promo last night was great.
But there was never really an iconic match between the two of them. And here's the thing. I didn't think it was unfair to make the comparison because I felt like they are two competitors who know storytelling and psychology so well that they could have done a match that was on par with their New Japan match under the rules of WWE. I think they had it within them.
And here's another thing to consider too is, granted, I don't know if this is the case in New Japan, where you have producers you have to work with, or the producers I think are the one who more or less lay out the match and work with the talent. I think.
Yeah.
It's still kind of a mystery to me what exactly happens backstage when the match is put together. But I know in WWE you got other people you have to work with to put your match together.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case in New Japan.
Well, we've seen stuff like who put together. Do we remember? Was it ever made public or leaked? Who put together the Rollins Gauntlet match? There was another match that was like killer on Raw. I think it was.
One of them was T.J. Wilson put it together.
Yeah,
he's put together a couple of really good matches on Raw.
Right. Yeah. So like under that sort of format you're talking about, it's possible. I don't know if Michael Hayes put together the main event last night, but he was tweeting about it afterwards.
Oh, all right.
He tweeted like high praise for it. Maybe it wasn't him.
Himself on the back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's the type to do that. I don't know. Maybe he was like, hey, I work with these guys. Maybe if he did, maybe it was more like, I work with these guys and they just did something really, really killer in there. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But there's a
lot more variables in play, I feel like, in WWE than there would be in New Japan.
I think you're probably right. I think with AJ Joe, they should have a show-stealing match. I just don't know. I'm done sort of expecting it and, and wanting it, and it's like I'm just gonna whatever they give me, I'll just work with that.
Yeah, appreciate it based on what it is.
I guess
opposed
so.
to what the expectations are.
But I just have the feeling that we're gonna be like, okay, well, that was something. I just built up AJ Nakamura in my head so much because that match is so flipping good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, anyways, yeah, I don't know what to expect from it. Let's see here. After that, we had Lana backstage. She had a rematch with Zelina Vega coming up after all this. But she was back there with Rusev.
Rusev said, I need to support you more. Therefore, tonight I will be with you ringside for your match against Zelina Vega.
Aiden English shows up, and he's already like sweaty, which is weird. And he's like
probably nervous.
Yeah, he does nervous really well. And it's just sad. It bums me out because he's like, I'm so sorry. I don't know who I am without you guys. And I'm like, oh man,
And then Lana looks at, Aiden English apologizes profusely. Lana looks at Rusev and nods his head, and Rusev says, all right, you're forgiven.
Yeah. But then he's like, you need to stay back here.
Yeah, he says, just because you're forgiven doesn't mean...
Aiden English needs to sack up, man. He needs to sack up.
What do you mean?
Remember that scene in Godfather, the very beginning, when that dude comes to Godfather, he's like, I got a problem with some people. Can you do something? And he slaps him. He says, be a man!
Yeah.
That's what somebody needs to do to Aiden English.
All right.
Put some cotton or whatever in his mouth and go, be a man!
Yeah.
Slap him in the face.
Gauze. It was dental gauze, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah. So, dude, what a weird thing. Got him an Oscar, though.
Yeah.
So somebody needs to slap him in the face and say, be a man. Stop being a dude who is defined by who you hang out with. All right? Be your own guy.
Well, he's starting to be a man who's defined by his failures.
Exactly. Because next up, we had that match, Zelina Vega versus Lana. Of course, they're, doing their thing. And, of course, we know what's going to happen. Aiden English is going to mess up again.
Yeah.
Even though it really wasn't his fault.
Well, this one was his fault.
It was so convoluted.
And it was
what happened.
The whole sequence was so cartoonish.
It was.
So anyways, let's set it up. So Almas is on the apron distracting Lana. So Lana eats a code breaker from Zelina. While this is happening, Rusev goes after Almas. I think Zelina takes Rusev out of the equation. And Lana's getting on the top rope. Yeah. Almas is getting on the apron. And then Aiden English comes out of nowhere and basically spears Almas into the ropes, causing Lana to fall off the top rope.
Here's the thing, though. It wasn't as if the chain reaction of Almas hitting the ropes is what did it. Almas hit Lana.
I think that was just a timing error.
Well, regardless of what it was, it looked so dumb because Aiden English spears Almas, who goes high and hits Lana.
Well, barely hits her calf.
Yeah. So she goes tumbling
and there's
off.
A beat before she falls off.
And I'm like, why is Lana so hapless? So hapless that just the smallest itty bitty distraction, it's so ridiculous.
It's probably pretty easy to lose your balance when you're standing on something about an inch.
Just hold on to the ropes until you're ready to go.
Well, there wouldn't be an issue if Aiden English had to come out of nowhere for basically no reason.
Just stay backstage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Watch them fail on their own.
Yes.
Because she would have lost. That's the point of both these matches. She would have lost anyways.
Yeah. Let them be responsible for their own wins and losses. Don't be the cause of their failure.
And then when they come backstage, after having lost, say, I told you so.
Yeah. So anyways.
You fucked up.
Zelina Vega hits the corner knees, picks up the win. But hopefully we'll get Almas versus Rusev. That'll be good.
Hey man, I
The
just
crowd was into that prospect just during this match.
get wait, who? Almas versus Rusev?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna. You think it's gonna be? Yeah, it's gonna be that. All
And
right.
then Aiden English will cause Rusev to lose again.
I'm telling you, man. I said it last week. Say it again. Aiden English needs to learn some Spanish songs, right? Some mariachi stuff, maybe. I don't know. Some cool songs, and hook up with what's his face.
Well, I mean, if
Almas
this is
and,
the way
Zelina
that
Vega.
English is going to interact with his friends, maybe not, because that means Almas is going on a losing streak.
Why does he just come and sing and then leave?
I know. That's what he should do.
It's what he does best. Just
I know.
sing and leave.
Let's take some super chats. DJ Johnson, $5. Would Authors of Pain coming down and helping Roman beat Brock along with Heyman turning be a good scenario? They could form a faction and call it Reigns of Pain. Might be a bit much.
Did you get this Tommy Cat one for $5?
Yeah, we did that before.
Day off, stoned.
Yeah, we did
at
it already.
The bar drinking. Oh, I didn't see this one. Drinking Allagash White and waiting for the Phillies in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Man,
we did
what
that.
A nice day.
Did that before.
I know.
Smackdown recaps.
I didn't read it. I'm reading it right now for
right,
myself.
all right,
Can
all
I
right.
just read this, please?
All right, sorry. I read
Not
it
be
aloud. I
interrupted.
thought you heard it. Breaking
Friendo
controllers.
Road to 5,000. Hashtag Chop Mayhem.
Breaking,
If I was reading it, why would you think that I already read it? Okay, continue.
BreakingControllers.com, $2. Yay or nay, R-Truth is actually a vampire.
He does not age.
I'm going to say nay because vampires aren't real.
Well, he doesn't age though,
Yeah, I know.
so that's weird.
Joshua Martinez, $2. Are you guys going to Flip Gordon's All Out party? Got my tickets.
So
No.
did we ever figure out the logistics on that? Are we going to be able to go or no?
It's from 11 to 3, and we have a booth to attend to. During
It's from
those hours.
11 to 3. Oh, and then
On Saturday.
and then we have to leave our the Starcast is only till 3 or something,
Well,
right?
it's till 5 on Saturday.
Oh, the day of the show, right?
Yeah. Joe Juarez, $2. We need a Yano versus R-Truth match.
There you go.
I think that'd be great.
That'd be fun.
Del the Don Gaming, $5. Who do you guys think in WWE would need Paul Heyman's help most after he leaves Brock? See, I kind of feel like Heyman doesn't really need to pick up anybody else. I mean, he's great. At the same time, over the past 2 years, kind of feels like he's been dropping variations on the same promo.
Is there any way they can run with this crying gimmick of his as a manager? Kurt Hawkins, because he always loses.
Maybe. Dylan wants you to check the Patreon DMs.
Okay. You didn't have to pay me. I checked those anyways. You didn't have to pay me for that one.
Trey Porter, $10. Hey, friend, I meant to send you guys a super chat on Monday, but I was out celebrating my 15th birthday. Here's my money. Thanks, friendo. Happy birthday. Dylan again, $3. Shag, Mary, Fire, Lex Luger, Sid, and Scott Steiner.
Oh, God.
That's tough.
Well, Mary, Sid, fire the other two. Who is it? Luger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want
Really?
to
Mary, Sid?
Yeah, Sid's cool, man. He seems cool as heck. He plays softball. You kidding me?
I know he plays softball.
Yeah, that'd be great. What's wrong with Sid? What do you have against Sid?
I don't know. He seems to be like the most stable person.
What are you kidding me? He's great. You've seen him in shooting interviews.
Yeah, I
He's
know,
totally
but
cool.
he remember that story not that long ago where he completely no-showed an indie date.
He's probably had health issues. He's like 1 million years old. What is he getting paid for that? $100? Of course, I'd know
Probably
sell
more
it too.
than that. Dylan
How much do you
again,
think Sid makes for an appearance, dude?
500.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Another one from Dylan. Can a post show have a Scott Steiner reaction day?
Yes, it can. I need to find something to. But here's the problem. Okay, but here's the problem. Post-show reaction shows
We need the audio.
can only be video.
We need the audio for Scott Steiner.
And if it's Scott Steiner, we need the audio. So yeah, probably not.
Josh Rush, $2. Had a dream Tama Tonga was selling me weed.
That's a cool dream,
He
man.
got in trouble, Tama Tonga did. He's going to face some discipline from New Japan.
For
Did
what?
you read that? I
What?
think based on, he choked a fan
Jesus, when did that happen?
a couple days ago.
Oh God, at the G1 or
yeah,
house shows?
yeah.
Was it on TV on the network?
I saw a still of it, so yeah.
Did it look bad?
I only saw a still of it, so I don't know.
Oh, how deep into the choke was he in the still that you
Didn't
saw?
notice.
Okay.
And then, he's been kind of all over the place on social media these days.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah. I don't know. Like the Tama Tonga, my personal opinion, he's best in small amounts. He the most he should be in Bullet Club is like the Kenny,
should be-
is Kenny's
he should be the wild card.
Yeah, like Kenny was the cleaner. You know, that's what he should be. But like his promos are not great because he doesn't know what to say half the time. And then you can't be like telling, what did he do on Twitter? Told some dude to kill himself and he's like in the Navy or something.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Can't
So,
do that. Dylan again, wrestling's biggest pothead, and why is it RVD?
It's probably
I mean, half of RVD's merch on Pro Wrestling Tees is marijuana inspired, it seems like. Over push no sell jabroni, $2. Steve, do Vince's reaction to R-Truth promo.
What was R-Truth's promo?
Oh, that bit where he confronted Nakamura, I would guess.
Yeah, I was thoroughly confused by all that.
Oh, you were?
What did he say?
That was funny.
He said he wanted
He wanted an opportunity to face Nakamura for the U.S. title, and then I think Ty said, so what do you have to do that? And he said, beat Carmella.
Okay, all right.
Because the previous 2 weeks, Becky and Charlotte beat Carmella to get title shots.
All right, that was funny then.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Because I was like, I don't know why, man. I was like half paying attention. I heard him say, I was like, what did he just say? He's going to fight Carmella? That's cool. I don't know. Vince probably laughed at it.
That's funny.
That's probably his idea.
He's got a. Here's the deal.
Or he might not have even been there.
I'm not here.
He was watching it at home. Grant Gill, $5. Do you think Randy should bring back the punt where he kicks him in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a heel move.
People love that, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He did something, a new, just completely boring finisher. Like he finishes them off with a body slam. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something boring.
Dylan Haggett says, we're the bloody bee's knees, mate. Blister Blue 7, $2. Name 6 NXT call-ups, and where do they go? 6 NXT call-ups.
Aleister Black goes to Raw.
Oh, God.
Velveteen Dream goes to SmackDown.
Yeah, okay.
Can
Can Aleister Black just not go anywhere right now?
Undisputed Era goes everywhere.
You know where he's going to end up. In Finn Balor Purgatory. That's exactly where he's going to end up. Why aren't they pushing him? Maybe not because he's a little bit taller than Finn. So maybe not. But he's going to be, whatever. Like Drew. Like the thing with Dolph originally was cool. And then they had to ruin it by having Drew announce that he wants to go for the Universal title. And then drop that completely after 1 week. And now it's like, ugh. Hopefully they put him in the IC title match and hopefully he wins.
That's
in
what
which
I'm hoping,
case,
man.
okay, then we're good. But I don't know, man. Main roster's kind of a mess right now. Another NXT call-up. Where does Shayna be? Shayna's got to go to Raw.
Yeah. Kairi Sane, SmackDown.
Kairi Sane, sure, why not?
That's 4. 5 is at Undisputed Era. They go everywhere.
Well, yeah, they get to go wherever they want, including New Japan, Ring of Honor.
Lars Sullivan. Probably Raw.
What's a mouth doctor called? Who has to like instead of jaw?
I guess it'd be not an orthodontist. They do braces. I guess you just go to some.
I don't think you go to a dentist.
No, you probably go to some sort of orthopedist.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Where's Lars go? SmackDown. There's too many monsters on Raw.
Yeah, that's true. Although Brock might be leaving. Jonathan, $2. Power Rank Future GMs. Number 1, Nicolas Cage. Pop ratings. I don't think he's doing anything.
That'd be interesting. Nicolas Cage is another guy. Does he age? I feel like he's always been hovering around 50. What does he look like now? Nick Cage, 2018.
Well, he looks different than he did in
looks
say,
like a mess in this
Raising Arizona.
Yeah, that was one time he looked different. I'll look at him. Look at these faces. What the heck is that face?
Looks like he's had some work done.
Nick Cage will finally play Superman. What does that mean?
Is this from 2012?
Oh, that's cool. Was this like a Teen Titans movie in March?
Oh,
that's cool.
You ever see the documentary?
I didn't. I saw like the trailer.
It's interesting.
I saw the trailer. Wait, where is it available?
It might be on Netflix.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out.
Joseph Jackson, $2. Shag, Marry, Fire, DX, NWO, Undisputed Era. So you fire the NWO. You shag DX and you marry Undisputed Era.
There you go.
We'll do Alto's Super Chat. We'll move on to the rest of SmackDown. $2. What dish would you serve Gordon Ramsay? What dish are you so confident in your abilities to make it well that you would put it in front of noted chef, the highly critical Gordon Ramsay? It'd have to be my chili. That's the only thing I could think of. It's like the one dish I'm confident enough. Or if the first time I made ribs, they were really good. So either ribs or chili.
I like my chicken enchiladas.
All right.
So I'd probably give him that.
How confident would you be?
Oh, I know it's Gordon Ramsay. Shits on everything, so probably not very.
Right.
But I'd be like, I don't care. I love it. I can eat a whole fucking tray of those things.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna eat those. Give them back.
I go get a Frito burrito and tell them I made it.
Exactly.
That's what I would do.
Let's see. After that, we had a Shinsuke Nakamura interview.
That
which
was great. Interrupted
by R-Truth and Ty Dillinger, where R-Truth said that he's gonna pin Carmella to get a shot at Shinsuke Nakamura's U.S. title
At SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and then he found out that wasn't going to happen. Nakamura said, I guess, cussed him out in Japanese, or that was how R-Truth took it.
Yeah,
and he said the match against Carmella is not happening. I want Nakamura tonight.
Yeah. After that, we had Byron Saxton interviewing The Miz. Byron gets in the ring, and The Miz just runs him down. Like, Byron asks him a couple of questions, and he just, like, runs him down. It reminded me, when you came in, I was watching a Virgil Shoot interview from 2003, where 2 minutes in, he asked for more money. He said they were, like, asking him to, like, not move around so much, which was weird because he was totally in the frame just fine. And, like, every time he would move, his chair would squeak. And he'd say, it's your guys' fault for having this bullshit chair that I'm sitting in. Somebody needs to give me some more money. And then somebody off camera laughed and said, we're not paying you for this. Anyway, so, yeah, Byron was getting that treatment.
Wow.
Miz was saying, you're never going to be more than, like, a third-rate commentator. And he was talking up his Miz and Mrs. show. And he said, what did he say about Daniel Bryan? He said he needs to retire. He needs to go away or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then Daniel Bryan attacked. Mm-hmm. So this was kind of like the Stone Cold Brian Pillman thing where somebody shows up at the door, but there wasn't a gun.
And it wasn't a house either.
Yeah.
It was just someplace backstage
It was
set up
just
to look
backstage.
like not less a set, but more like where they do junkets.
Right, yeah.
They had the Miz and Mrs. background.
Yeah.
It's like Miz had been there doing junkets all day.
Right.
So anyways, Miz breaks a vase over Daniel Bryan's back and head.
Yeah.
Allowing him an opportunity to flee. Daniel Bryan gets up. Ooh, he's mad. Ooh.
Steamed.
Ooh.
So, what's going to be a better match, this or AJ Joe?
This.
It should be hot. It should be a really good match. Why am I saying that? It's going to be 7 minutes of crap.
No,
That's what WWE's going to get.
This will be 13 minutes. It'll be good, but if Daniel Bryan's staying, they'll probably save the blow-off for Survivor Series, and that will be excellent.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're going to pace themselves, which I don't know why they, like, to an extent I get, because you want the blow-off to be memorable, but at the same time, it's not like Kenny, Omega, and Okada saved themselves in their first Wrestle Kingdom match. They gave it their all.
I know, man.
And every match built on the previous one.
Yeah. We have to be careful about analyzing WWE too much, man.
Oh, I know. I know.
Have you just...
This isn't Hitchcock we're talking about here.
There's just not a lot of real builds, right? Like,
no. There's not a whole lot of drama or suspense. No.
Oh, man. Anyways, after this, we had some, this was cool. I like this. So, no. Shinsuke Nakamura's R-Truth. Nakamura won with a Kinshasa. Not a surprise.
No.
So, whatever. After that, we had a Bludgeon Brothers promo, which was whatever. But then, my highlight of the night, that wasn't the main event.
Yes.
Bludgeon Brothers versus 3SK.
Yeah.
They were jobbers.
One guy had dark hair but a gray beard.
It wasn't gray. It was shock white.
White, yeah.
Yeah.
And then another guy, the smaller guy, looked like Santino a little bit.
Yeah, he looked like a little Santino.
And then don't remember much about the other guy. Although they were all three of them were backstage doing resistance bands before the match.
They're getting hyped before the match.
Gorilla
I
position.
do appreciate that they gave them some screen time doing that first.
Yes.
The little Santino got messed up.
Oh, that face first spot in the apron?
No.
Oh, you should pay attention to that. He looked like he hit directly on his face on the apron.
The right before that spot where Rowan tossed him out from on high, and he hit his back right on the
edge of the apron, yeah.
That looked like the face for, you're right, but the back on the apron looked bad.
Yeah, it did. Both those spots looked bad.
They focused on the other two in the meantime, and I wonder if it's because I think that dude might have got messed up.
That guy took the pin, though.
Yeah, I know. They brought him back in, I know, and he took the pin.
And then powerbombed him.
And he could barely sit up for the power bomb. Like Rowan had to like power him up basically into position. Ooh, man, that looked like it hurt.
Bludgeon Brothers were just tossing them all around.
That looked like it hurt.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Bludgeon Brothers win.
Yeah,
Not
they
a surprise.
Won. It was 3 guys they won.
Yeah. Next, main event, Thebar versus The New Day. Great match. Gave it a ton of time. I think it
This debut, it was
like 3 segments because it had 2 commercial breaks that interrupted it.
It's like the entrances started prior to the half hour left to go.
Yeah,
mark.
it's about 35 minutes left. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
It was really, really good. It was one of those, you just gotta see it to believe it. No,
finish-
it was good.
Wait.
I appreciate like it is one of those things where Raw will always give you at least one, most of the time. Like, I don't know about this past week, but most of the time they will give you one. Like, you get Seth Rollins in there, he will give you one solid. Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin, pretty decent damn match. Not like a G1 match, but it's a pretty decent damn match. This was a really good. This really should have been, through some shenanigans, the damn SummerSlam match.
Oh, yeah.
Because so the New Day went over in a really fantastic finish. That New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers, it might be good. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 really good wrestlers and then Eric Rowan, right? And so it could be a really good match. Not going to be as good as this one right here. Not even close.
No.
So I'm glad we at least got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really fantastic.
Yeah, the finish was great. Cesaro had Big E and a sharpshooter. He transitioned to a crossface, and then Big E just picked up Cesaro. Almost like in like when someone deadlift powerbomb somebody with one arm, like when they're in a triangle, and then managed to kind of like transition him over his shoulder. Kofi tags in, gets to the top rope, hits Midnight Hour, pins Cesaro. Great finish.
Yeah, no,
awesome.
And the crowd was massive into it. They were huge into it. It just goes to show, man, you can put just tons of storytelling, physicality into a match.
Oh, yeah.
Crowd's going to eat it up.
Oh, heck yes.
They were going to eat it up.
Yeah, it was great.
So, yeah, really fantastic stuff. Let's take some questions.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What was the last super chat we had?
We're on
Alto, DJ Mott, $5.
Mott, yeah.
To answer your question why we can't get iconic matches is because no one can outshine anyone else on main roster or in the main event. I think he means is like as a directive, you're not supposed to don't be better than Brock Roman.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be. I'm sure there are reasons. I'm sure that stuff is micromanaged, which is a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Tommy
Cat, go ahead.
$2. Mayhem scared of Walter. # chicken chat with the champ. Whoa.
It's too far. Trey Porter, $5. Did you guys see that John Cena lost 18 pounds? Is going to unveil his 6th move of doom. Yeah, we talked about his weight loss on Non-News yesterday.
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing in NYC, $5. Friendos, home from work, high as F.
Nice.
Wondering if the GIR higher-ups will allow Alex Jones to post a Matt chat question.
Yes. No, maybe not. Every time I want to have fun with the Alex Jones thing, I just remember how much of a piece of crap he is.
Yeah.
And what a bummer. If he just didn't do really bad things, he would be vastly entertaining.
But he did those bad things.
He did bad things. Demonetized Balor here in Discord pointed out that Corey Graves called the third guy Taz Jr. That's pretty funny.
Oh, Corey Graves had another really good line last night. Can't remember what it was, though.
Yeah, I feel like he was in a better mood.
Yeah, he was. Gosh, what was it? It escapes me for some reason, but it was good.
It was good. Good stuff.
On the Patreon, CM Punk finds it inadmissible at court with Minoru Suzuki taking over Undisputed Era with Adam Cole still in it and renaming themselves Undisputed Suzuki be the most Larson storyline ever. If not, then what is?
Could be. No, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
What if not only Minoru Suzuki joined as an active member, but Shawn Michaels joined
as like the coach?
Yeah. Now that would be the most Larson storyline ever.
Go.
Easily. The glorious Steve Klain. Hey, friendo, seems like AJ Styles comes out with a different merch shirt every week.
Yeah.
Would you buy any of them? Do you guys own any AJ Styles WWE shirts? I have one that a friendo sent, and then I have one that we got in one of the wrestling boxes that we've gotten.
Mm-hmm. I have none.
He's got a couple that look all right.
I don't dislike his the design stuff that they do, but I don't know. None of it speaks to me so much
that you have to plunk
gotta
down your money.
Put down money for it, yeah.
Going in Raw, Wolfpack predictions keeper Cody Miles. Why do I pop for an R-Truth segment? Because he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's funny.
You know what they should really do? So I know main event is, like loser locker room show. I get that. It needs to be more of that. I want to see like actual backstage segments, far less. Like no Raw SmackDown recaps.
Yeah, no, it's
none of that.
Predominantly that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want is like
It's a
2
waste.
matches in an hour, and
A bunch of recaps and replays.
You have an hour. Focus on the loser locker room.
Yeah. Wayne Maker 2.0, $2. Mayhem is scared of Wayne Maker. I own his arse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
People out there not giving Adam Mayhem the respect he deserves as H champion. Tommy T, I know you guys love NXT and don't really like Orton, but do you think it would help
Randall Orton
the Orton angle of destroying people the fans put on a pedestal if they called up a prominent player from NXT like Velveteen Dream or Sullivan from NXT and have Orton Dan Matha them and send them back to NXT? No, it has to be people that are already really established on the main roster. It has to be Jeff Hardy. It has to be, I don't know, Big Show. It has to be guys who've been around for a while and have attained. Basically has to be Hall of Famers.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah,
because then you're just burying NXT talent.
Yeah, and I don't think so. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you're burying the NXT talent, but on top of that, people will just forget that like immediately, and I don't think it'll add much to Randall Horton. Keegan Green in kayfabe. Why is the same piece of artwork showing up all the time now?
It's because it's funny.
In kayfabe though.
It's because Vince thinks it's funny.
It's not really kayfabe reason.
Because
regular Trevor, did Aiden English just perform the best spear of all time? Apparently. Defied physics.
Fear and Loathing in NYC, $2. Power rank wrestlers you'd love to post a Matt chat. We've gotten one from Kenny Omega before.
We've gotten one from Kenny.
Thanks to Vincent Palmieri.
That's right. Vincent's doing good. I haven't heard from him lately.
New Day. Be great. Get a Matt chat question from New Day.
I would want one from Yano. That's on my list.
Finn Balor.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
But he'd have to say
no.
Real.
My number one is Becky Lynch.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
All like with a lot of puns.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Yeah, that's a good answer. M squared $5. As great as the main event was, I think The-Bar needed the win more. New Day can afford a loss, but the Bar loss halts momentum from return to TV. Thoughts? No, I can see. I think the Bar is established enough that they can take a loss, especially to a team as qualified as a New Day.
It's a big match, though.
It was a huge match.
I mean, maybe it could be the kind of thing where Vince, wants to get back on the New Day, making them best tag team of all time wagon.
So I don't feel like Bludgeon Brothers have any momentum as tag champions.
They have negative momentum.
Yeah.
They literally just no, man, they have zero momentum. So yeah, that division, it's got so much talent, and it's not on the people who have talent.
Yeah,
Luke Harper's great.
Oh yeah, he is great.
They don't use him right.
No.
No, I do. I actually kind of feel like The-Bar. Kind of feel like they have like a week. Maybe they can insert them in and make it like a 3-way. I don't know. They should. They really should.
Yeah, I know. Make the match more exciting.
Yeah.
Liam Friel. Bruce Pritchard is off on a world tour, and he's coming to my hometown of Scotland. If Going in Raw was to go on a world tour, power rank your top 5 destinations, and would you come to Scotland? I'm sure you guys could get metrics and see what other countries you have big numbers of fans in.
I'm going to be in Scotland in a year from now, around then, and I might do like a friendo meetup. Wayne Maker said he would come out.
Yeah.
Alex C., I'm going to track him down.
All right.
And find him.
Well, based on what I remember for our metrics, we'd have to go to Los Angeles. We'd have to go to New York.
England for sure. We have
go to England, yeah. Go to London.
Because of Dan.
Yeah, London. And then somewhere up north too. Maybe Scotland. Maybe just somewhere north England.
Yeah.
Trying to remember where else.
I think don't we have a decent
we should go to Canada, probably Toronto.
I think we have a decent base in Australia.
Yeah, so Sydney.
I think we do.
Sydney, Toronto, London, New York, Los Angeles. It's like we had other places in Europe.
Yeah, maybe. Go all over the place, man.
Yeah, man.
Mondo Vulgare asks, what would get a bigger pop at this point? So the crowd.
Yeah.
Bigger pop from the crowd.
Yes.
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks making a surprise debut in WWE.
Yeah.
Or Cult of Personality hits CM Punk surprise return.
Probably CM Punk.
I think you're right about that. I agree.
So based on our metrics, our top 5 countries are United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and Germany.
There you go.
So we have to make a stop in Germany.
Oh, Germany. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I've been there. I was there when I was a little kid.
I've been to the Munich airport.
I don't remember a whole lot because I was a little kid.
I was only in the Munich airport for a couple hours, layover for my honeymoon, and
I-
it was awesome. It was a great airport. I had a sausage, a pretzel, and a beer at like 9 in the morning. It was great.
That actually does sound amazing. And I think when I was there, it was West Germany. It was before
That was
the
a while
wall
ago.
came down, man.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Let's see here. Penultimate Tommy Wiseau, the creator of the H title.
Yes, this is a great question.
Can you describe the euphoria one has after catching a T-shirt out of a cannon at a sporting event? I have never,
I haven't either.
but I imagine it would be something like orgasm. Maybe not to that level.
I
Like
don't know.
eating a really good burrito.
It's just a free shirt.
And they're usually terrible shirts.
Yeah, usually like
They're usually awful.
crap cotton.
But still, being the one who caught it out of a radius of like 20 people,
Yeah.
still is pretty
I don't know
special.
if I've ever gotten a giveaway like that at a sporting event before.
Yeah.
I've never, of all the baseball games I've been to, I've never caught a foul ball.
Oh, yeah.
I've probably been to 40 or 50 baseball games, not once.
Yeah, but still, your odds aren't. I mean, go to 50 games, your odds aren't that great.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Wayne Maker, $2. He says, I'll get a Matt Chat question from Mustache Mountain. That'd be awesome.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
That would be great.
That'd be so cool.
All right,
hey,
Steve.
Steven Austin. I'd be like, Steven Austin, just do it from Tyler Bates. Steven Austin, because how do you think?
What you gotta say? Big strong boy.
Big strong boy. Big strong boys here. Time for trivia.
Trivia.
Here we go. I'll go first. Big events. Which second generation superstar regularly catches his opponents with his finisher out of nowhere?
Oh, that'd be Randall Orton.
Randall Horton is the right answer.
Which 2 colors were predominantly associated with the new world order?
Black and white.
Yeah.
You didn't say Wolfpack, nor did you say NWO 2000.
No, I said new world order.
Big events. What was the name of the group that broke away from the Nexus in 2011?
The core.
Terrible. Terrible.
What was the name of Zack Ryder's hit YouTube series?
Oh, Long Island Iced Z.
Z True Long Island Story.
Oh.
So that's wrong.
Wah, wah. Big events. In
No,
1970,
Superstar Bio.
Superstar Bio. In 1976, Muhammad Ali famously faced off against which Japanese wrestling legend?
Antonio Inoki.
No, it was Kazuchika Okada. Is the right answer.
Which stage name was shared by George Wagner and Stephanie Bellers?
Oh, Awesome Kong.
Gorgeous George.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know the real names of either of those people. Let's see here. Keiichi Yamada portrays a gimmick based on which anime character by artist Go Nagai? Basically, which Japanese wrestler's real name is Keiichi Yamada?
Is it Tiger Mask?
Jushin Liger.
Yeah, this is one of the 2 I knew. What was the name of Ken Shamrock's on-air sister?
Ryan Shamrock. Who is the final? I'm sorry, big events. Who was the final AWA World Heavyweight Champion?
Is it Greg Gagne?
That's a good guess, but no. But you can't go wrong with the Gagne. It's Rick Martel.
No, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Jerry McDevitt has worked for WWE in what role? Good luck.
Was he the real rock and roller? Jerry McPrince Devitt.
Yeah, I know.
Jerry McDevitt. Head of talent relations.
Lawyer.
That's awesome. All right, finally, big events. Which Japanese wrestler put her name to the Sega Mega Drive game Ringside Angel? I can get this.
Bull Nagano.
QD Suzuki.
Yeah. Who was the ring announcer of WCW Thunder?
Oh my God. Shit. It wasn't. They didn't bring in Michael Buffer, did they?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
No, it was Dave Penzer.
Oh yeah. Okay. There you go. I got 2.
I got 3.
Oh boy. Anyways, another crap episode. Anyways, that's it for show. Patrons, stay tuned. We've got a really fun, hopefully, post show, yay or nay,
Yeah.
coming up. Hilton, can we get some music, please?
Yes, please, Hilton.
Thank you, Hilton. How you doing over there? You doing good? Yeah? That's good. I'm glad. Anyways, that's it for show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.